Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, a Guild player, and I am your coach of the New York Metagross. What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the Cap League, the creative Pokemon league that I was in for Season 2 and uploaded all the way into my semifinals run. This is going to be a Season 3 video. This is going to be a video recapping my entire run throughout Cap Season 3, as I didn't actually record the games as they were going on because I had other things that I had to do, like have a hair in my mouth. Ew. But anyway, we're going to run through our run in this league. Really excited because they had some interesting games. And this was a very short season because this was near the end of USUM. We just wanted a quick, short little league to bide our time until Sword and Shield came out. So, really short league. There was only 6 weeks, and I'm going to let y'all know now that I actually ended up pulling 2 different forfeits. One because the person never played, and the other because the person didn't have time and didn't feel like getting another extension. So, these are the 12 coaches that we had for Cap Season 3. We have Endless Gadgets, Chibi, Oglebina, Kizu, Phantom Base, Zombie, Blaze, Blinn, Mars, SV, Tornado, me, and Lapis, aka Emily. So, the team that I drafted, it was a points tier. I drafted, as you can see on your screen, Kitsuno, Mew, Tapu Fini, Hydreigon, Donphan, Jolteon, Pyroark, Mega Pinsir, and Toxicroak, and Ursaring. I'm sorry, well, Ursaring never came, but F. So yeah. Really like this team. I got to use Mega Pinsir, which I'm really happy about because, well, I still have a hair on my mouth and I can't get it. Also, someone's pinging me in Discord. Awesome. Really excited to use Mega Pinsir because I think it's just a really, really good mon that I just never had the chance to use, and I think I've supported it very, very well here. If you're not familiar with Catmons, and you didn't watch my run last time, in which I used actually these very two same Catmons, Cyclant and Revenant. They're Smogon created mons with Smogon created tiers, Smogon created stats, Smogon created abilities, Smogon moves, Smogon everything. So they're nice little sets here. So we have Kitsuno, which was my round 1 overall pick because the mon that I really wanted to use, which was Necturna, got taken, as well as Tapu Lele, and Aegislash, and Pajantum, and Tapu Koko. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of fun with this one. But yeah, I really wanted Necturna because Sketch is broken. But Kitsune is really cool. It's a Ghost Steel type. It's very fast. It's about 110 base speed, I believe. 103 base attack. Its abilities has 2 good abilities in Frisk and Iron Fist, which are very, very nice. It's a very good support mon. It's a very good offensive mon. It has Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Shadow Sneak, and it has its own move called Shadow Strike, which is, I believe, a 90 base power physical Ghost type move, which has a 20% chance to lower the opponent's defense. Very nice. Has U-Turn, has some good coverage, has Wisp, has, I think, Defog, has Wish, Taunt, Thunder Wave. It's a very good support mon. Very, very nice. Nice steel Ghost typing, as we all know. Then I got Mew. If you remember how I made my Cap team last time, I made it very kind of pivoty and offensive with Volt Turn, which is kind of what I did here, as you can see. Really like this team. I paired it with Mew because Mew was around, and Mew is, of course, one of my favorites and just overall really amazing. Rocks, Defog, Volt Turn, Cherry Span, Cherry Specs, Cherry Scarf, anything you could ever imagine it can do. It also has Z, Mew and EMZ, so of course I'm going to grab that. Tapu Fini, just good Defogger. At this point, I already knew that I wanted to make a Pinsir. It was just how long can I hold off on grabbing it. Hydreigon, one of my favorite mons of all time, other than Cap Season 2 when I had some unfortunate things happen. Every time I've drafted Hydreigon, I make finals, so hoping to bring that back. Donphan, just a really reliable spinner, gets up rocks, which is good because I needed some extra rock support. Jolteon, nice Volt Turn, good speed tier, 130. It gave me a speed tier that I didn't have yet. Pyroark, Fire Grass type. It's another Catmon. It has White Smoke and, more importantly, Battle Armor and Rock Head for abilities. Fire Grass, has Wood Hammer, has Flare Blitz. Not the strongest, but it's a good defensive pivot. Good defensive mon. Gets Synthesis, gets Leech Seed, gets Stealth Rock. Cool little mon there. Mega Pinsir, broken mon. Broken, super strong, and really hard just to deal with if you don't have the right Pokemon for it. Toxicroak, I just wanted some mons for my last 2 things, some fun mons that I could get some Z crystals on. So we got Toxicroak and Upswing. So that's gonna be my 10-second draft recap. Let's talk about the games, right? So like I said, I did pull 2 forfeits, which was very unfortunate. But where's my thing? But I did have some good games. So we're going to move this over here. And this is going to be draft, and that's going to be that. That's going to be my Discord. And me pulling all the replays, so hopefully I remember to edit that out later. Anyway, so first game, we're taking on SV Tornado. His team consists of Jumbao, which is that mon you see there in spot number 2. Grass Fairy type, has Drought for an ability as well as something else. I remember it can be a good defensive mon, can be a good offensive mon with Drought, Sweeping, etc. Megalodios, which he didn't bring, thank God. Well, Kraken, Water Fire, gets Analytic, gets U-Turn, 95 base speed, very strong special attacker, very good breaker. Tornado Steering, which you can see, Heliolisk, Commodore. Commodore has Volt Absorb, it's a Steel Flying, and it has its main gimmick, other than maybe like a Roost bulky set, is Belly Drum, Bullet Punch, Acrobatics, coverage moves. Zoroark, or Zoroark. Maybe that's pronounced Pyroark then. Pyroark? I've been pronouncing Pyroark, or Pyroark. Pyroark. Nice. Zoroark, Hypnotop, and Gliscor, and Glisker, which he didn't bring. I like pronouncing it like that because I like pissing people off. Anyway, so the team we're going to be bringing is going to be max attack, max speed, Mega Pinsir, bulk up return, Sword Stance, and quick attack. He has absolutely no way to handle my Mega Pinsir because his Commodore is not a counter. Not in any single way because I have ways to take that on and weaken it should I need to. But most importantly, this is just here to just click flying moves. If I feel his team is, if I feel like I'm going to need the bulk to finish his team off, I'm going to go for bulk up. Otherwise, I'm going to click Sword Stance and I'm going to run through everything. So, all I really want was flying spam. I have a Mew with Sword Stance, then Headbutt, Leech Seed, and Roost. Very, very good versus his team. Helps me beat the Megalodios versus 1v1, and depending on his Zoroark set, I can take a hit and Leech Seed that, Leech Life that, and kill it in one hit. I have a Kitsuna with Shadow Strike, Meteor Mash, Foul Play, and U-Turn. This is my Commodore check. I take a +6 Bullet Punch very, very well. And I can fire back a Foul Play and knock that thing out from full. So that's why that's there. It also has Frisk to scout for other items that my opponent may have. Even though Meteor Mash is boosted by Iron Fist and could be a lot stronger, I'd rather have the... I'd rather be safe. We have Top Affinity with the Assault Vest, knock off Moonblast, Moonature's Madness, and Ice Beam. This is going to be my Zoroark answer as well as my Volkraken answer. It also helped me a little switch into the Megalodios and keep that thing weakened with stuff like Nature's Madness. We have Jolteon with the Assault Vest. This is my Tornadus switch in. This also helps me with the Heliolisk, which is very nice. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, and Power Ice, and Synchro Noise. And then finally we have a Rocking Pyroark with Synthesis Toxic, Flare Blitz, and Stealth Rock. It's Max Spadef. And it is my my Jumbao answer. So let's get into this. I haven't watched all these in advance, so I lead with my Kitsuna so I can get information on whatever he decides to lead with. He leads with a Choice Scarf Volkraken, which I'm going to immediately U-turn out on as he goes for his own U-turn, brings in his Jumbao. He now knows I'm Scarf, but I'm perfectly okay with that. He brings up the Sun, which again, I'm okay with because I can go into Pyroark, and he has no switching to this Pokemon outside of his Volkraken, which he does not actually beat me with unless he goes for the move that the Sun is up, or that the weather is up for. Here I click Kitsuna, which was a misclick, and I lost my mind because I was like, oh my god, I lose to Commodore now. So I meant to click Finny. Very unfortunate. I go for the Ice Beam here, predicting the Jumbao or something. I don't know why I did that, but I mean, it happened. So I go for Nature's Madness here. He brings in this Mon. Very okay with him doing this because I get to get damage off on that. And then I freeze it. And I go into my Jolteon and finish it off. Very unfortunate, but I still think I was going to be able to take it on because he did not go for the Belly Drum. Here he's going to bring out this Mon. I'm going to Volt Switch on it because I do not want... Wow, that's all normal. Okay. I do not want to let my Jolteon get weakened just yet, as it can come in a lot of handy. I'm going to go for the Flare Blitz this time because I'm trying to weaken those Volkraken into range of my Mega Pinsir. And in the Sun, even though this is a 4x resist, 12% is a lot of damage. He's going to go for the Flamethrower here, and I found out after doing some calcs that if he's not analytic boosted, unless he crits, he does not actually 2KO me, and if I saw at the Sun, I actually wall him. So I go for Toxic here this time, predicting the switch. Getting the Tornadus on the... catching the Tornadus on the switch. He's going to go for Sky Strike. I go out to my Jolteon. It's my safe switch into this Torn, and he has no electric resistance immunity anymore because he sacked off his Commodore. So I'm freely able to just go for Volt Switch, get up some momentum, and finally bring my Mega Pinsir in safely on the jump out and click return to knock this thing out for the first kill for Mega Pinsir. I'm going to be really focusing on getting kills with Mega Pinsir this season because I think it's an easy mon to get kills with. Here, I know Solar Power is a threat, so I'm going to go out into my Pyro Arc to see if I can take it on, and I can't because I think it's Specs too. So here I decided to sack off my Mew. My Mew is not going to be needed here in this game, and it's basically worthless. So I'm just going to sack it off. I know my Mega Pinsir can take one hit from this mon if the sun is not up, so I go out to it. Or specifically, I can take a Hyper Voice. I go out to it, click return, click quick attack to knock it out. Quick attack knocks that out. He goes into Torn. And here we find out that his Torn was not actually faster than me. Or that he goes up to his Zoroark, which does not end up being faster than me, and I can kill it off with the return. And then here I was trying to find a way to get Mega Pinsir back in when this thing was in range of quick attack to get another kill, but spoiler alert, ended up not happening that way because he actually does not do enough damage to my Finny. And knockoff puts him in range of another round of poison. So at that point, I just go to preserve the differential like going into my Jolteon and get a 3-0 win versus SV Tornado. So very interesting game, definitely. But anyway, a win is a win. Let's move on to the next game. Next game, we're going to be facing off against Lapis. Lapis has a team consisting of Landorus, Incarnate, and Zeraora. I forgot to mention that Tornadus T and Helios for the Zeemons, but oops. Landorus, Incarnate, Zeraora, Weavile, Mega Crucible, Infernape, Mimikyu, Bronzong, Quilladin, Druddigon, Duosion, and Alomomola. Very scary team, and not one that I wanted to deal with, so. We had Mega Pinsir, Max Attack, Adamant, with some speed. I know I'm not faster than Landorus, but I felt like I was going to be able to take on the Landorus. Wait till you see how that works out for me. I have Kitsuna with Protective Fads, Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Shadow Strike, and Taunt. I did not want to take Rocky Helmet damage with this thing, and it is faster than something. The Infernape. I have Power Rack with Synthesis, Stealth Rock, Woodhammer, and Flare Blitz. I have a Mew with 3 attacks. Roost, it's Ghost EMZ, it's Spadef. And instead of take on the Landorus, but also Ghost EMZ is going to be nice. That's going to be able to knock out the Bronzong, or at least do a lot of damage to that, do a lot of damage to the Duosion, and to knock out the Mimikyu after Disguise is broken. I have a Scarf Finny, because I thought that was a good idea, to help me deal with the Landorus, and then I have a Dual Stab, Defog, Modest, Scarf Hydreigon. So, that's the team. You can see the 6 that he decided to bring. Mega Crucible is a big, big threat to this team, because I do not switch into it at all. No Weavile, or not no Weavile. No Bronzong, which was really, really nice. But literally, he just brought a bunch of threats, and he didn't even bring Druddigon, which was annoying, because I could have brought, like, a Life Orb on my Kitsuna. But he leads Infernape. I lead the Tapu Fini. I didn't have a Water move, otherwise I would have gone for it, and it would have been really, really nice there. But he brings out Crucible. And you're going to quickly see why Life Orb would have been nice. I had to go for Shadow Strike there instead of Meteor Mash. I thought that he was going to bring in the Zeraora hard, which is very bad. And then here I actually go for Bullet Punch, knowing that it won't kill, but hoping that that damage would come in handy, or that she would go for Icicle Crash on my switch into something else. But I knocked this thing out with Moonblast as she brings out Mega Crucible again. And I'm going to go out to my Hydreigon because I know I take any hit and would be able to go for Defog here. Or if I wanted to, I could have clicked Dark Pulse. But regardless, Landorus comes out. Very not good. I'm going to go to my Mew as it is my dedicated switch into this thing as she goes for Sub. Goes for Earth Power, gets a crit. And then it all is going to go downhill from here. Actually, that crit was like kind of unfortunate, but it wasn't too bad. But regardless, it was very nice to not have my Mew get crit there. And he is able to, or she is actually able to get the Infernape healed up. I don't play against a lot of girls, so I'm used to saying he. So very much apologies to Lapis, who I can't even talk to right now. Very much apologies, good lord. Anyway, Zeraora comes back. Zeraora comes in, gets the sub, gets the bulk up, and is able to knock out my Finny, which is very unfortunate because this thing is a threat that I don't have answers to. So here I bring out my Hydreigon again. I go for Dark Pulse and get the crit, which is nice because it helps make up for the crit earlier, but it's not really going to matter because Crucible comes in, takes any hit at this point, and I get the flinch, which does matter. 100% matters. But here I get the Dark Pulse versus the Landorus. If I got the flinch there, I could have actually potentially won. But as you're going to see, I'm going to click the Quick Attack versus this thing. And then when Zero comes in, I'm going to choke the game away by going for the fact that she's going to try to bulk up on my switch, which was completely stupid because I had no reason to think that because my she beats my thing 1v1 because she has sub acrobatics. And that's actually going to be the game because she's going to be able to 2K with me. I'm not going to be able to 2K with this, and then she's going to be able to kill off my Mew on the turn after this with a Plasma Fist. So, good game to Emily, and very much not looking forward to playing her in the playoffs because she's obviously going to make it, and I might most likely too. So, we're 1-1, but I think Mega Pinsir got a kill, right? Did Mega Pinsir get a kill? Which is the only important part. I think I said that in chat too. But regardless, week 3 we pulled a forfeit. Week 4 we faced off against Tyler, aka Phantom Base. He has Tomahawk, which is Prankster, Haze, Roost, Defog, Stealth Rock, Fighting Flying, can be offensive, can be defensive. Leviathan, which is a huge threat. Water Steel, gets Guts, gets Dragon Dance, gets Calm Mind, gets all kinds of things. I stressed to hell and back over this game. Deoxys Defense, regular Crucible, Mega Gardevoir, Cyclone, Electric Dragon. Can do a couple things, but it's going to be physically defensive because I have a Mega Pinsir. Rabombi, Cryogonal, Houndoom, Mudbray. Looking at his team, 100, 1000%. If I weaken the Cyclone, I just click the buttons for Mega Pinsir. His team hates Mega Pinsir so bad. So, for my team versus him, I brought Mega Pinsir. Obviously, sub, return, quick attack, and earthquake. No setup. I just need to click buttons and get kills. Very nice. I also brought the Kitsuna with Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, Taunt, and Thunder Punch. Just to be general annoyance to his team. He hates priority Bullet Punch versus stuff like Mega Gardevoir, Rabombi, Cryogonal, etc. I have Toxicroak, which was here for... What was Toxicroak here for? Shallonberry. It was there for the Leviathan. It was my safety button versus that damn Leviathan, which destroyed me. And it would... It's 144 HP, 64 attack, 252 defense, 48 speed, adamant nature. It takes any hit from the Leviathan, including a facade at +1. Clicks low kick and knocks it out. Low kick, gunshot, toxic, and earthquake. And then I have Mew, which is a really funky EV spread, but it's Taunt, Calm Mind, Psychic, Soft Boiled with Mew and EMZ, because LOL. Taunt, Roost, Hydreigon with Dark Pulse and Fire Blast. Life Orb, destroys. And then just Leech Seed, annoying Pyroark, and I did not bring rocks on this team. LOL. So anyway, you can see here they decided to bring Mega Crucible, regular Crucible, Mega Gardevoir, Cyclone, Rabombi, Deoxys, and Tangrowth. There is no... Did I say Tangrowth? Yeah. There is no Deoxys defense, or not there is no Leviathan, which means my Toxicroak is completely worthless in this game. There's no Cryogonal, there's no Houndoom, there's no Mudbray, and there was no Tomahawk. There's no Tomahawk, which is amazing to me. But anyway, I'm going to leave with my Toxicroak because I have no reason to use it. If you lead off with Tangrowth, I get offensive momentum immediately. If you lead off with Rabombi, I'm going to destroy this thing. He goes for Hidden Power Ground for my Kitsuna, and I can shot and knock the thing out in one hit. Beautiful immediately. But anyway, he's going to go for U-turn. He's going to bring in his Crucible, go for U-turn. I just click for Earthquake to get damage. And I get a little bit of damage off on this Cyclone, and I get to get the Toxic off, which is very, very important, because weakening that thing is very nice for my Mega Pinsir. Gardevoir comes in, as does my Kitsuna. You are not going to take a hit. You should not stay in here. I can easily just go for a Meteor Mash, and that's exactly what I do, as I get the attack race versus Cyclone, and I could very well click another Meteor Mash and get some damage, but I'd rather taunt so he can't recover and get this thing a little bit more weakened for my Pinsir later. I also expected this thing to potentially be Scarf to take on my Mega Pinsir, because then he has a 100% chance of never having to be afraid of it. But unfortunately, we get some U-turn shenanigans, and he gets in his Gardevoir versus my Hydreigon. Goes to the Side Shock on my Pyroark, but luckily my Pyroark is specifically made to take on this Gardevoir. Dedicated switching, dedicated counter, and here I'm able to go for the Leech Seed on the switch, because I didn't think that he would go for sub. I think sub was a very bad play. And then I get to bring it in my Hydreigon on this Deoxys. And just something is going to get hurt here with the Dark Pulse. Just absolutely hurt. He goes for Ice Beam, but that's not really going to matter because I'm going to get some HP back anyway. I go for the Roost here. Even if he wants to go for cover, that's perfectly fine. Dark Pulse he's still in range of Dark Pulse. I still get some HP back, and then I just get a quick Dark Pulse again. And do a lot of damage to this Crucible, which does not kill me at this range. So I go for the Dark Pulse again. Do I go for Dark Pulse or do I go for Roost being a savage? Now I go for Dark Pulse. Okay, so I knocked that thing out. But now I'm in range of Crucible, which is perfectly okay. I'm also in range of Gardevoir F. But here, I'm not going to let him get a sub up because him having a sub up is very, very bad for me. I'm just going to click Dark Pulse until he decides to kill me with the Hyper Voice. And then as we're going to see, my Pinsir is going to come in. My Pinsir is going to get a kill. My Pinsir kills this Gardevoir with Earthquake, so I go for it so he doesn't get to switch. As a Cyclone comes out here, I go for sub. Goes for Volt Switch to break the sub. And here comes Tangrowth. I know that this thing is going to be Cobra Berry, but I'm going to try and see if I can get him to miss a Rock Slide, which is not going to happen. Or if I can get him to go for something else. But in the end, I'm just going to go ahead and click Return to get damage off on this thing so I can win with my Mew, plus my Kitsuna in the end. So here I go to my Mew, which beats the rest of his Mons. I go for Taunt so that he can't Leech Seed or Toxic me, or Stun Spore or Leech Seed Sleep Powder, and it just can start setting up. And yeah, knockoff's going to happen, and that's not going to matter. I'm going to go for Soft Boiled, and Giga Drain's going to happen. Going to get a crit, which doesn't matter still. Gets the Taunt off. I go for the Soft Boiled on this turn, and then I have to be very, very careful because that Life Orb Crucible can still be a threat because it's Regenerator. But here I go for the Genesis Supernova to knock out the Cyclone, so it can't do anything to me. Crucible comes out. I get a kill here with Psychic no matter what, and he gets the crit. Very unfortunate. But luckily Tangrowth doesn't die. Very unfortunate if Tangrowth would have died there because they would have been in range of the next move. I go for Soft Boiled here, predicting going for U-turn, but that's not what he's going to go for. Now he goes for U-turn and is able to psych off his Tangrowth to the Psychic and then bring out his Crucible once again to finally finish me off. So rest in peace kills from Mew. Big sad, but regardless, it's not going to matter because Kitsuna is going to come out, and Kitsuna is going to live the rocks on one. Meter Mash is going to knock that thing out, and I'm going to win this game 2-0. So, very fun game. Always a challenge playing Tyler, because Tyler just thinks about things in a very different way. But shout out to Kitsuna for coming through, barely living rocks. That crit from Flamethrower almost came and bite me in the butt, but regardless, we made it through. So. We'll go into our next game. Our next game is going to be against Ogleblino. He has a Cyclant, wait, is it Ogle? Or did I face? Yeah, it's Ogle. Week 6. So, I can actually miss playoffs if I lose this game, even though I'm like 4-1, because how small the league is and how a lot of people won games. So, I'm facing off against him. He has a Cyclant, Landorus, Therian, Revenant, Krillawatt, Metagross, Mega Altaria, Mollux, Tangela, Krookodile, and Aldino. So yeah, very similar team to what I brought, or what I had last time. Very bulky, very offensive, very Volt turning. But regardless, we're going to be bringing a Kitsuna, Choice Banded, Meteor Match, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Shadow Strike. No switch-ins on this team outside of the Landorus, and Landorus getting weakened is amazing for my Mega Pinsir. Also, if he decides to go into his Krillawatt on a Steel move, that's going to take a lot of damage, and the more damage on that thing, the better, because that is a Electric Water type, which resists, obviously, the Flying moves, and is 105 base speed, so if it's max speed or it's Scarf, it has a chance of speed tying or just outspeeding me and knocking out my Mega Pinsir. So, regardless, he hates this mon so much, and I just have to be careful, and this also helps me check the Cyclant, because I can Bullet Punch that. Mega Pinsir, SD, Quick Attack, Return, Earthquake, Max Attack, Adamant, enough speed for Landorus, or Speed Crept Landorus, an 85 one. Wow. I guess I didn't expect a max speed Landorus. What's 85 speed? Maybe Mollux? I don't know. Anyway, I have Finny with Defog, Hidden Power Ground, Moonblast, and Protect. Hidden Power Ground is for the Mollux. I have a Dark Roost, 3 attacks, Hydreigon with Life Orb, which is bulky. I have a Mew, which is the dumbest fucking set that I've ever come up with in my life. It's a Adrenaline Orb, Nasty Plot, 3 attacks. Max Special Attack, Modest. And then Donphin is Yachi Berry, Max Spadef, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Gyro Ball, and Ice Shard. So, we're going to see that he decides to bring all 4 of his Catmons. Cyclant, Revenant, Mollux, Krillawatt, Aldino, the cancer of the world. which immediately should tell me that John Jr. made this team, and then Landorus. So I'm going to lead off with my, I believe my Kitsuna, yeah, because it's amazing, and this is Iron Fist. And I get the damage off immediately that I really, really wanted on this Kilowatt with the U-turn, because it's Choice Banded. Amazing. Also, this is very important. In the chat, I see John Jr. join and say, I see someone say, Ogle says, John built this team, make fun of him if it loses. And then I see John join and say, hi, I built this team. And then I see a conversation between Ogle and John say, John, I hate you so much for this Audino set. And I was like, okay, so that Audino is going to be, and then John Jr. says, Josh, take a guess what this win con is. So immediately I know this is a Calm Mind Audino. But anyway, Mollux is in versus the Finny. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Ground and find out that Mollux is a fat son of a bitch. And I go for the Defog here as he goes for the Recover. And I know for a fact that I'm not going to beat this thing 1v1. So I'm going to bring out my Dawn Fan on the Sludge Wave. And I can Earthquake this thing very easily. So I expect him to go out into the Cyclone. But I'm going to go for Earthquake anyway because it breaks a Sash. And then as he goes for Spikes, I go for the Gyro Ball versus the Babiri Berry, which is there for my Kitsuna. As he goes for Spike, predicting me to switch out. But I had the Yachi Berry, I love the Ice Beam on the next turn, and I lock it out with Gyro Ball. So, Cyclone didn't get any kills, which is, you know, amazing. But regardless, Ice Beam comes off here versus my Tapu Fini. Then the Thunderbolt, but I knew I was going to live here. And Cyclone is dead, so I'm not really concerned about my Fini really being alive anymore. I'd rather get damage off on this thing for the Mega Pinsir to come in and just click buttons, which if I get up rocks, I believe it is in range of +2 quick attack, which is nice. I brings out the Landorus, I bring out the Hydreigon. I know I can take any hit from this thing except for a superpower, and I can go for the Dark Pulse and do a lot of damage on this thing, except for the fact that it's Max Spadef. I think it was Max Spadef, I don't remember. But anyway, he goes for Drain Punch here to get some damage off on my Dawn Fan. Drain Punches again to knock me out. I was never going to Ice Shard there anyway because Drain Punch was going to go beforehand. So here I bring out my Mega Pinsir and then double into the Kitsuna as he goes into Landorus. And this is very important because this was a double double scouting for the Koba Berry, which I now think he does not have. So here I'm going to sack off my Huntsmaster, which is spelled wrong, as he goes for Earthquake, which is amazing because it's Choice Scarf. And I click Draco Meteor to get some damage off on something, and he actually sacks off the Krilliwatt, which is amazing. So now I'm just in a really good position. I just need some damage off this Landorus, and Mega Pinsir is going to go crazy. But I bring Mega Pinsir in this time and just click Return, because why wouldn't I? And he goes into Landorus trying to get the Intimidate. I have Hyper Cutter. I block that. I go for Return. I do 96% and then pick him off with Quick Attack. So, this mod is broken. Goes into Mollux. That is not a counter. I go for Earthquake and knock that thing out. He goes into Revenant. That's not a counter. I have Return, and I knock that thing out, and then it goes out to John Jr.'s favorite little Mon, which I'm going to click SD versus, and then I'm going to just send this thing to the moon. Goodbye, John Jr. And that's 4 kills with Mega Pinsir, and that is a number 2 seed overall in this league. And yeah, so let's move on to the semifinals. Semifinals, we're going against is it Blinn? No, we're facing off against Endless Gadgets, I think. Endless Gadgets. He has an Equilibra, which is a ground steel type with like Levitate, and it's really good at using Doom Desire, but it doesn't have Toxic anymore because I got nerfed, thank God. Argonaut, Volcarona, Latios, Clefable, Aerodactyl, Malaconda, Pinsir, Electivire, Garbodor, and Mega Alakazam. Super scary team, but I brought a really fun team. I have a Rock Polish, Nasty Plot, Mewinium Z, Psychic Signal Beam, Max Special Attack, Modest Mew. I have Pyroark with Lava Flume, Synthesis, Dragon Pulse, and Stealth Rock. Physically defensive, helps me with the Argonaut to a little bit of an extent, except I don't have a grass move. Helps me with the Latios and the Malaconda, which is really nice. Choice Scarf, Kitsuno, Shadow Strike, U-Turn, Meteor Mash, and Memento for setting up with my Mew or my Mega Pinsir, which is SD, Return, Close Combat, and Quick Attack. His features are so weird, I ran max HP Pinsir because I wanted to. Tega Berry, Hydreigon with Draco Meteor, Flash Cannon, Rock Tomb, and Roost. And then a Defog protects Double Stab, Tapu Fini with a little bit of Spadef and Calm, and then Max Special Attack. So, let's get into it. As you can see, he brings Aerodactyl, Mega Alakazam, Equilibra, Clefable, Volcarona, and Pinsir. The second I see Pinsir, I know for a fact that it is either Cobra Berry or it's Choice Scarf and is meant to stop my Mega Pinsir. I know. You would never, ever bring Pinsir any other reason versus a team. Because everything is faster, and you can never lock yourself in X Scissor because I have Finny plus Kitsuna. I know the thing is going to be used to stop Mega Pinsir because it would also be funny. So, as you can see, there's no Latios, which is amazing. No Argonaut, which is nice because that was a really annoying one to deal with in general. No Electivire, no Garbodor, and no Malaconda, which is a Grass Dark type that does stuff. But anyway, I lead off with my Kitsuno again, because always, and then I have Frisk and see that this thing is Choice Spec and say, oh no. So I go out to my Hydreigon as he goes for the Doom Desire. I know that this thing is going to switch out, so I just go for the Flash Cannon on the Clefable switch. I get to pop that Babiri Berry, which is very, very nice. And then I'm going to go into my Power Rock because it can take this thing on, and would also take the Doom Desire that I know is coming in, so... He goes into Aerodactyl on this turn. I go for my rocks. I think my rocks are very important. And then here I go into the Kitsuno. Frisk the Babiri Berry. See the taunt. And I really thought that for some reason that my Shadow Strike was going to 2-hit KO, but I forgot that this thing could be physically defensive. And yeah. So I'm going to save my Kitsuno here and go into my Tapu Fini. As he goes for Earthquake. And I know, and I'm like, I click Surf because I'm just like, what if he predicts that I don't have it? And that's exactly what he does. He predicts that I don't have Surf. I go for Surf on max special attack. And I'm always going to beat this thing 1v1. So here he goes for the Rock Slide, I guess trying to flinch me. And he flinches me. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just go for Surf this time. And he goes for Rock Slide trying to flinch me. And he flinches me. And so I go for Surf to try and knock him out. And then he goes for Rock Slide trying to flinch me. And he flinches me. And that's how regular physically defensive Aerodactyl just, you know, 1v1's a Tapu Fini. So he goes for Rock Slide here to get the flinch. And he gets the flinch. So I go for a Protect to try and get back out of range of Rock Slide. I go for Double Protect to try and get it. Of course I don't. He goes for Earthquake, knocks me out. So I bring out my Kitsuno. And just U-turn to knock it out. Very okay. I lose my Finny, which is very, very annoying. Because I would have been very, very healthy. And max special attack was amazing for that. He goes into the Pinsir here, but I feel like if I play smart, I won't lose to the Volcarona for the rest of the game, so I'm going to pop my Tanga Berry here to go for the Rock Tomb, because I thought this thing was going to be Choice Scarf. It turns out it's not, and then I just go for Draco to knock it out. Here comes Zam, big boy Zam. He immediately goes for the Barrier, which is not good. I go for the Rock Tomb to bring that speed down. Hell no, am I going to deal with that? I bring out my Kitsuna on what I believe to be another Barrier, and then I go for the Shadow Strike, and I am max attack, and hell no, this is not going to take that well. Goes for Shadow Ball to knock me out, which perfectly okay, because I can bring out my Hydreigon here now. I'm going to be faster, and Draco Meteor is going to be able to pick this thing off. Knock that thing out. Very, very nice. He brings out the Equilibra. Equilibra. Goes for the Hidden Power. I immediately assume that this is Rock. And I'm just going to go for the Draco Meteors to put this thing down a little bit lower. That Draco sucks because that put it in range of Close Combat, I believe, or something. So I go here into Mew. Hidden Power Rock is never going to be able to beat me. He goes into Clefable. I see that this thing is unaware, and I was making the decision of Nasty Plot versus Rock Polish. Rock Polish so that I would always be faster than Volcarona because I'm actually like very little speed. So I go for the Rock Polish, and I'm glad I did because Nasty Plot would have been a useless play because, you know, this thing is unaware. I go for the Genesis Supernova here, and unfortunately miss out on the kill. He goes for Moonlight, and now I'm just going to be sitting here clicking Psychic. Get the Spidef drop, but I don't think it matters as he decides to click Moonblast this time. And I'll be able to knock it out with the Psychic, and then I basically can do whatever I want for the last 2 months. So he brings out his Equilibra. I'm going to be going for Psychic just to get some damage off on this thing. More and more damage for Mega Pinsir. Bring it down pretty low. Goes for the Hidden Power. And then these last couple turns are very, very scary. I am very, very scared versus Volcarona. I go for the Close Combat to knock the thing out. I am max HP. I do not outspeed Volcarona, guaranteed. So now it comes down to, is he going to be the Cobra Berry? I decide that he's not going to be. I decide that Quick Attack's always my play. He's not Cobra Berry. He gets knocked out, and I move on to Finals. So very, very happy with that. Once again, have drafted with Hydreigon, made Finals. Super excited with how the season went out. However, my Finals game is going to be a live comm. I did live comm while I was playing it, so we're going to go ahead and cut to that. I hope you guys enjoyed this part, and I'll see you in that live comm. So, give me 1 second. Okay. So, I don't have to do the intro, I don't think, because past me is hopefully commenting over all the old videos. So, here we are. It is time for finals. It is very late at night. It is midnight in my house. And I had to be awake at 8 in the morning. Did I grab a drink? I did grab a drink. Alright. So I wanted to live call my finals. Very much so, because this is potentially my 7th championship. It's my 15 finals. I messaged Zombie, ready to go. Zombie's team, because this is some scary mons. There he is. F. Tapu Lele, Sandcore Drill, Hippowdon, Stratagem, Mandibuzz, Ditto, Vikavolt, Rapidash, Lilligant. Yeah, I don't know if I said Ditto, but Ditto, Mega Gallade. Lots of scary mons. So, I'll accept this in a second, but the team I'm going to be going in with, and hopefully I put more of a description. I might try and later put a better description, but it's Calm Mind, Protect, Moonblast, Surf, Offensive Finny, because LOL. Oh, why? I tried to click over there. No. Huntsmaster, Scarfed, Physical, because I think it does better versus a lot of his mons that might want to try and use Special Bulk to stop me. Kissetberry, Kitsuno. Very nice support. The only muse that I could think of, 3 attacks. Soft Boiled, goes to Z. 3 attacks, Pinsir, and then Donphan. So, let's get into this. What did he bring? Wow. Good luck, have fun. Let me... I didn't get my mons. I'm very surprised. A Ditto. Not bad. And Vikavolt. Import. And then... yeah. Copy. Add everyone. Add here. At Lapis. At Coach. At Spectator. Finals. Okay. So, get pinged. Wow. So there is no, oh, I didn't calc anything for Zen Head, but in terrain. Shut up, Kazoo. You give me my waifu. So there's no Hippowdon, which means that might not be Sandrill, which is very, very nice, because I don't want to deal with Sandrill. It could also just be Rocks, which is very nice. So there's no Snailstrom, which I didn't prep heavily for that. God, I wish I wouldn't have prepped so heavy for that. There's also no Mandibuzz, right? He didn't bring the core that I was two of the months I prepped for the most. Mandibuzz and... okay, mainly Mandibuzz, but like, wow. His team really, really, really hates Finny. Wow. And I have ways to check Finny myself, if I need to, but I don't want to. Did I fix your ability? What is it, Hypercutter? Yeah, it's not bad. So we're gonna lead with Donphan, I think. I did it really bad because I can check all the random sets that I might have. Wow. I prepped so hard trying to break that freaking core, and now it's going to come back and bite me. This hits every mod on his team for super effective damage. Yo, this actually hits every mod for super effective. Nice! I mean, didn't it hit every mod super effectively anyway? What do you leave? Mandibuzz, Snailstrom, Hippowdon, Rapidash. It didn't hit the Lilligant. I don't want to evolve you yet. I could lead Hydreigon. Definitely. I'm going to lead Donphan though. I think it's my best lead. That or Finny. Could also lead the Kitsuno. Scout an item. How do I take... Let me move this over here, actually, so you guys can always see this. Let me... Stratagem. Wait, my Gallade answer is specially defensive. Fuck. Oh, that's gonna come back and bite me in the ass, isn't it? I actually don't do anything back to Stratagem, so it's okay. We're gonna lead Donphin. Yeah, so he leads Volt. Which is not good. I kind of want to scout what this thing might do to me. Because he's going to Energy Ball immediately. This is the mon I was most worried about. I'm most worried about right now. That and the Gallade. Because Energy Ball's going to do a lot, and I want this to check the Excadrill. Why did I run Spidef? Lele, right. Yeah, Energy Ball's going to do a fuck ton to me, even if it's not invested. But I can get a Brox, which is really, really important. Let me go check Hydreigon. Head Smash does not that much damage. Oh wait, that's defensive. Head Smash does a lot. Head Smash kills if there's no bulk. I need this for drill though. I think we're gonna go Kitsune as a pivot. See what he might do. Leftover, so it's bulky. Energy Ball, yeah. Figured that one was coming. So now a electric type move could come out here. He really doesn't switch well into this. I think this is his switch into this. I'd throw up a Wish. Throw off a Wisp if I wanted to. I think I'm gonna throw off a Wisp. I mean, he's just gonna stay in a Volt, isn't he? Yeah, we'll throw off a Wisp. I need general damage on this thing. Volt, okay. So now he's gonna go out into the Drill and probably get up a Drox. Goes. What are we gonna see? Cassette Berry, so it's okay if he goes into something like Lake, so we'll have a Shadow Sneak, and if he goes into Lele, I'll see if I get a Shadow Ball, but it's doubtful. Volt. I should have prepped more for Volt. What did I have for Volt? Nothing? Probably. Psychic doesn't kill Shadow Ball. Doesn't kill. So here we go, Lele. I'm just gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can. Same thing with the Gallade. I think I'm just gonna hit that too. If I see the Stratagem come out, he shouldn't go into Stratagem. Not when I could have Bullet Punch. That's a lot of damage you take on Stratagem so early, just for no reason. By the way, because of the team that he brought versus what he could have brought, my Hydreigon can do a lot of work. Like, it can do a lot of work. Real talk. So he does go into Stratagem. Who pinged? If I scoot. Oh, that was Bloop. Okay. It's not Scoot. So Fire Blast. Sorry, I'm distracted. This thing is a problem. Fire Blast can come out here. I think I'm gonna go into Hydreigon, because I think it's a good pivot. Let me look up so I don't double log on. Stratagem. Do you get anything that you could... I think he's going to predict the Hydreigon. We not predict Hydreigon. I'd go for probably Paleo Wave here. Or Rocks. You could go for Rocks. I still like Hydreigon though. Do I? What do I want to do here? Stratagem. How much do you... That's not a Stratagem. That's a Staraptor. Paleo Wave. Pure Life. 24 won't kill me. What should you do, Hydreigon? A decent amount. Dazzling Gleam is a lot. Would you click Dazzling Gleam here? Let me go to Dolphin. Okay. Go for Calm Mind. Fuck. It's okay. This is actually pretty okay. No lie, because I have Superpower. And Superpower will do a ton to this thing, especially if it's Life Orb. Because he'll kill after that. I'm gonna go for Superpower. Hopefully he goes for, like... Start bad. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go for Superpower. I should have invested into attack to make sure this kills. No. Go to Giga Drain. Yep. But you're already gonna be at full, and now you're not. Yeah, I brought Superpower for you. You specifically, Stratagem, because you are a threat. Now you're gonna go for Paleo Wave, I think. I can take a Paleo Wave with my Hydreigon and click U-turn. But you could be Dazzling. I don't think he will though. If he's Giga Drain. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Hydreigon. Oh, he might also predict the Ice Shard. Rocks. Who would I get rocks up versus? Maybe the Vikavolt. I'm going to Hydreigon. Okay, so he goes into Lele. Interesting. Not a bad play. But I can U-turn out on this. Because I'm faster guaranteed and get some chip damage. Who pinged? Is that Scoot? No. Star said don't lose. Kina, don't win. Said he was getting typed by someone so irrelevant, didn't remember them, but I don't know, could have been. Origami was a good show? Yeah, it was. Origami was a great show. But this happens. Damn. I'm gonna go into Kitsune. Frisk the Scarf. See the Moonblast. Okay. So it is Scarf, which is good to know. So here, you still don't know what my item is. The question is, do you risk your Pokemon so early? Knowing it's Scarfed is really nice as well. And now he knows I'm Scarfed. Humphrey Finney. Moonblast if your Scarf is doing about 40%. I think I'll do U-turn. What else could I go into? Mew. Mew would take about 35. So, I think Shadow Strike's the play. Sack off this. I could also, like, I have a couple switch-ins, but like I want to save my Finny right now because he does not switch. Oh, he has like a Volt. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Shadow Strike. Hopefully he risks the Scarf. Let me check that one. Because if U-turn will put this thing in range of Crunch, which it might actually do, I might go for that. U-turn puts this in range of Crunch. I'm gonna go for U-turn. Goes to Stratagem. Okay, so we get the U-turn off. And that'll make him think that we're Scarf all the more. I don't want to go into Mew because he can go into Ditto. Vikavolt. Bulky Pivot versus Tapu Fini. Yeah. I'd like the Calm Mind beforehand. I think Hydreigon's my safest. If he goes into Lele, I click U-turn. And puts him in range of Crunch. If he goes Gallade, I click U-turn, which will hopefully put him in range of Crunch. If he goes into Vikavolt, basically anything that happens, I go for U-turn. I'm afraid he's going to go into Ditto, which is the worst possible scenario for me, because then he gets the information that I'm Physical Scarf. If he goes into Excadrill, he goes into Gallade. Yeah, I'm going to go for U-turn. I'm Scarf, so it's not like you can do anything about it. U-turn is free chip. It's a good chip. So the question is Mega Gallade, which is almost undoubtedly going for Bulk Up Bird SD. By the way, you kill Mew at +2? No, you don't. Great. Shadow Claw. Does a lot. Yeah, we're going to go into Mew. Goes for Knockoff. Knows that I'm Z. Gonna go for Soft Boiled. Going for Knockoff was a good play. I respect that. Who's dying? He's afraid. Yeah, who's dying? No one, because I'm going for Soft Boiled. Oops. So, does it count? Vikavolt versus Mew. Bug Buzz is doing a lot, but Stone Edge is doing nothing back, I might add. Do I think my Donphan is faster than this? If I do, I can get the thing in a Volt Switch and maybe do something. Get up rocks, but I don't know. We're gonna go into Donphan. Bug Buzz. Yep, that'll knock me out. This is a problem. Mega Pinsir doesn't kill it either, and Volt Switch is gonna obliterate me. We're gonna go into Infinity, click Calm Mind. Let's see what happens. Obviously, we're faster. Volt Switch. About 37. Not bad, not bad. Nothing kills me from this range. Except for maybe Gallade's Poison Chip. But we'll count that right now. But I don't think he would risk that. It doesn't kill. Even if he's adamant. After leftovers, he won't kill. And I can basically pick up a kill here. If he goes into Finny, or into his own Finny, I can protect to see what he goes for, which is probably going to be Moonblast anyway. Yeah, that is an issue. But I think my Hydreigon can win me this game. Still. Oh, God, I wish I was able to get rocks. I should have gone for rocks turn 1. And then I would have lost to the stratagem. So. If I can get some damage on this thing, then I'll be okay. But he has wisp damage now, so that's good. I'm really surprised he didn't bring something like Mandibuzz. What I'm afraid of right this second is it coming down to I have to sack Pinsir to get damage off on Vikavolt. If he goes Lele, I'm going to hit that thing and probably kill it. If he goes Gallade, I'm definitely going to kill that. If he goes Excadrill, I'm going to kill that. He has to go into Ditto, I think. But I beat Ditto 1v1, so it's okay. Because I put Protect on there instead of Taunt at the last moment. Is Star still messaging me? Beat Zombie. I'll try to beat Zombie. That's the game plan. Who else pinged? Oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna go for Protect first to see what he does for Earthquake. There's no way this thing kills me ever. Ever, ever, ever. Excadrill. Finny. Yeah. At this range, he can't kill me. And Surf is gonna send this thing packing. Okay. So he does not get rocks. We're in range of Poison Jab. We're in range of Psyshock, I think. That's really good. Actually, that's giving me some less worries. Are we in range of Psyshock? Psyshock. Yep. But I think he knows that. He also knows that he could figure that out by Kelpie. So, if Gallade comes out... Fuck me. No. Okay. So this could go for Thunder Punch or this could go for Poison Jab. I'm going to go to Kitsuno. Actually, I'm going to click Protect. What am I doing? If he SDs up, then I'll be okay still. Poison Jab. So now what do? You click Zen. Poison Jab's the only thing you can go for here. I really wish I would have just hardened into this. He's still Poison Jab. Okay. So now I can just Shadow Strike. I just want to Shadow Strike. I don't want to risk anything. Shadow Strike is neutral and everything. If he goes into Vikavolt, that's damage for my Hydreigon. And hopefully it puts it in range of Head Smash. Which is really, really good here. I don't think I'm ever going to SD up with Mew. Okay, so he goes into Vikavolt. And I get the defense drop. That's really nice. He'll Volt Switch. Right. Here's the thing. I'm thinking about going for Wish. And then healing up my Finny. Or going to Mew and clicking Edge. Or going to Huntsmaster and clicking Crunch. I think just clicking Shadow Strike again is the play though. Because that helps my Crunch sweep. which would have been a really solid play, a really funny play. Okay, so that's weak. Okay. So the two least useful mons are now dead. Glade is still a threat, but I have Pinsir to revenge Lele. Huntsmaster. Click U-turn. I don't need Finny anymore. Do I need Finny anymore? I don't think I do. I also get rid of Psychic Terrain. Yeah, so he goes with Moonblast. Here's a very important question. Lele, are you in range of Mega Pinsir? Quick attack. Just 39.5%. Unless you're max HP, you're in range. I'm going to go into Mega Pinsir. I'm going to click Quick Attack. I'm going to get my kill. Psychic Terrain isn't up. That's going to kill. Okay, so that's dead. We're looking good. Now, if he goes into Lele here, I'll be okay. Because he does not kill me, unless he's modest. How do I check if he's modest? Moonblast on Finny. He did 38.4. If he's modest, he couldn't do that damage. He would have to be that and be modest. And then does that kill Pinsir? It's a high roll. I'm gonna go for a turn, I think. This is also a 50-50 for... He thinks it's a 50-50 though, because... He thinks it's a 50-50 because... I could go into Hydreigon. I think he's clicking Moon here, no matter what. Like, I feel like he has to. But I live Psychic regardless, unless he's modest. And even then, it's a roll. Like, it's a 75% in my favor. I'll kill this if he goes into... What's Glade at? Glade's at that. Let me think about the thinking. Let me think. So I'd kill this. There'd be 5 turns left of terrain, so I couldn't quick attack the Glade, but I could quick attack the Ditto. But I think he would quick attack. If he didn't quick attack, then I'd be... I'd win. Maybe. 48. 252. So that's what I would be fighting. It's basically my own Pinsir. The turn doesn't kill Hydreigon from full. I'm gonna kill this. I'm gonna kill this. I stay in here. Psychic doesn't kill me. This kills this. If he goes into... After this, if he goes into Glade, I go into Mew and click Neverending Nightmare. If I kill this and he goes Ditto, then I click Quick Attack. Psychic won't kill. Knocks out. Okay. Goes into Ditto. I go for a Quick Attack for damage. If he lets me Quick Attack him, I crunch and sweep. As long as I keep my Mew at full, I'm okay. So what are you gonna do? If you return... That's bad. Would you return? Is this game gonna last another 4 turns? Gallade is at 74%. Gallade's not in range of anything from my Hydreigon. Actually, quick attack. I'll get damage off on his Ditto. I also want to know. Pinsir. Head Smash would have to be the play, or Draco. We'll see what he goes for. Go for quick attack. Get damaged. Goes for turn. Knocks me out. Let me think about this end game too. Return from my own Mega Pinsir, which is a little bit weaker than what I'm calculating. Not by a lot. Eradication versus Mew. Return does way too much damage. I can't risk that. I have to go Hydreigon. You know what sucks? I have to hit. I have to hit. If I don't hit, I lose. Alright, what do I go for? Head Smash kills, Draco kills. Crunch does not. Draco. We knocked him out. He's slower. Okay, that's fine. So we go into hard into Mew. Out of curiosity, because I feel like, no, it doesn't matter. I would have always just done this. Hard into Mew. Goes from knock it to crit. No. No. I lose. Alright, Draco will cut back. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I have to crit. I have to crit Draco. Because I can't even crit. I can't even crit Crunch. I have to crit Draco. I fucking hate Mons. I actually straight up hate Mons. If he didn't tier KO me, he'd never tier KO me unless he got 2 max rolls or if he's adamant, but he's not adamant. He would never be adamant. Not versus Mega Pinsir. I didn't want him to SD, but he's not SD. He's knockoff. He's Poison Jab. He's not SD. I should have just Draco'd let him kill me and click Crunch. I know he wasn't SD. I mean, we'll go for it, but like... Grain Punch. I mean, pray, I guess. I won. I actually won the game. Grain Punch doesn't kill, but he gets so much HP back it wouldn't even matter. He is Drain. Fuck! I should have gone for Crunch and got the defense drop. I won, but alas. I played that game extremely well. Drago has to crit. The other play was click crunch, get the defense drop, and then get the roll or crit. I hate Mons. I hate Mons so much. I hate Mons. That was a championship. I won that game. I had my 7th championship right there. That was game. There was no doubt about it. He's not going to talk his way out of that. There was 100%, 1000% game unless he got 2 max rolls on knockoff or he crit. Because I would have gone for Never Ending Nightmare, and I don't care how much he recovered with Drain Punch. I don't care what he did. Never Ending Nightmare killed him. Never Ending Nightmare is a guaranteed kill from the range he was at. Even if he Drain Punched, he would have gotten 13% back. And would have put him at 87, which would have been a roll. And if he had gotten that roll with the Never Ending Nightmare and lived and knocked me out, he would have been in range of Crunch from Hydreigon, and that was a guaranteed kill. He lost that game 100, 1000%. He lost no matter what, no matter what. He lost that game, but he lucked. So, unfortunate. Then again, I also guess I should have just sacked Hydreigon, but I thought he was SD, and I thought he would go for SD there. But I mean, hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you win, and sometimes people just luck you and you lose. So, very unfortunate. I have one last championship of this generation potential. I'm in quarterfinals. But, yay, we just, yeah. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go be salty for the rest of the night. And, okay, thanks. See you, love you, bye. This game was mine, but I got robbed. Deuces. Alright, so take number 2 at this little finishing end thing, because my mic ended up getting remuted somehow. Anyway, so it's been about 5 days since I had this game, and while I was about to go, edit this and post it and everything, I was thinking about some questions I might get and how I don't feel like answering them in typing format or try typing them out. So it's a lot harder to explain it when you're typing it out. So I kind of want to answer a few questions that won't happen during this game that I feel like I might get some comments about. The first thing is, if you're going to leave a comment about me getting salty at the end, about me getting crit and getting angry, just take the comment and shove it, honestly. Not dealing with it, not responding to it, not looking at it. You're going to post it, and it's just going to sit there for no one to read. You're not special, you're not funny. So just fuck off with your comment. But to answer real questions that someone might have about this endgame, because I feel like there might be some good questions about this endgame that some people may have, and just overall why I brought some things. So the first thing, I want to just justify why I brought my Hydreigon set. My Hydreigon set was Crunch, Head Smash, Draco Meteor, and U-Turn with a lot of attack investment, a little bit of defense, and then a bunch of speed. The reason I brought this was because I very much expected more of a specially kind of bulky set team to come. Didn't really seem a lot of reason to bring Fizzbolk, other than something for Mega Pinsir, and then of course something for like Kitsuno, which he did bring. He brought the Vikavolt for the Kitsuno, which is a very good check, and then Mega Pinsir, something like Excadrill, something like Ditto were both really good checks to that, and then of course Scarf Lele would always help with that, because I can't quick attack that obviously. So I really didn't expect a lot of special bulk, so I thought Crunch would be better in general. It did a little bit more to Gallade, just a very tiny smidgen, itty bit, but it also did a lot more to the top of Lele, which is something that I really wanted. I didn't want the thing to ever think it could switch into me if it ran a little bit of HP, because with a little bit of HP, where it would not get 2-hit KO'd after Rocks by Dark Pulse, after Rocks it would still get 2-hit KO'd by Crunch. So that was a very important thing that I found when I was doing calcs, and also if it's no HP, then Crunch is almost always a guaranteed 2 KO even without Rocks. So one of the reasons why I had a physical set. Another reason why I had a physical set was because if I ever got into a situation, like I got into this multiple times, where it was me killing something on a switch out or a double down, I could always just go into my Hydreigon and I would be faster than everything on his team outside of like a Scarf Stratagem or something, and I'd be able to click U-turn, and then with all that attack investment, I'd be doing a lot more damage with U-turn, which we'll get into, came really into play during this game. So I also had to head smash for another reason. I don't remember what it was. The Mandibuzz, I think it was. I was never going to beat Mandibuzz with the Hydreigon unless I was running Taunt Roost. Never, ever, ever, but I wanted the Scar. So head smash helped me deal with that because I believe it 2-hit KO'd. Hydreigon versus Mandibuzz. I got rid of head smash. I was capturing Dark Bolt. Yeah, so it always 2-hit KO'd unless he was physically defensive. And even then, unless he was like bold, it would still do a lot, and it would always 2-hit KO after rock. So, and then Draco Meteor is just there as a natural, just Dragon move to have, so I didn't have to lock myself into Outrage and didn't have to click Dragon Rush. It was still really strong, even though it was uninvested. So, some justification there behind the Hydreigon set that I brought. The Mew set, I want to justify that as well. I still stand by this Mew set. If I had this game again, I would 100% still bring this Mew set, except maybe like 4 EVs in defense to get rid of that chance of 2 max rolls from Gallade. I spent a lot of time with this Mew set. A lot of coverage moves, a lot of different sets, Calm Mind, Bulk Ups, Taunts, Wisps, all kinds of coverage moves, all kinds of Z moves. Did I want offensive? Did I want defensive? I went through so many variations with this Mew set, and I really like where I ended up with Liquidation, Shadow Claw, and Stone Edge, Roost. With the Ghostium Z, Ghostium Z would allow me to knock out the Gallade from full, or not from full, from a very high HP. It also let me do damage to the Tapu Lele, which were 2 months that I was very, very afraid of during this match. More than just about anything, because Stratagem I had multiple checks to, depending on his coverage in my Donphin and my Kitsuno. My Finny even took it on really well, even though it was offensive. So yeah. But I stand by this Mew set. Like I said, I might just put a little bit more into Fizdef. The reason I went with Spadef because I was really worried about the Lele more than anything. Kitsuno was not a good Lele switch in. It was kind of okay at dealing with the Gallade because I would be able to switch in on Stab, but more so the Fighting Stab, which I believe would be clicked more. And then of course threaten it out unless he was running Shadow Sneak, and even still Psychic Terrain would be up, so yeah. Regardless. So that's some justification there, but I want to talk about this end game where we had Ditto as Mega Pinsir versus Mega Pinsir, Hydreigon, Mew, and then his Gallade in the back. So, a couple things. I still stand by with Hydreigon clicking Draco Meteor versus the Mega Pinsir. Head Smash had a lower chance to hit, and if I missed that Head Smash, I lost the game. So, I could never have done that. Never could I have ever clicked Head Smash there, because like I said, if I missed, I lost. I couldn't click Crunch there, because if I wouldn't kill, and then if I didn't kill, I lost. So I had to click Draco Meteor there, in my opinion. Which I stand by, and then we have the Gallade come in, and the reason I really wanted to make this little segment at the end was because of how I handled the Gallade. As you know, I switched out my Hydreigon into my Mew, and then got knocked off. As you can see here, I got knocked off, and then I got crit, and that's what caused me to lose the game, because he could kill me with the next knockoff, and then take out my Hydreigon with the Gallade. So, I want to stand by this play. I questioned it myself at the end of the video, and then after the video ended, I still questioned this, these little plays, but I stand by this because no matter what, always switching out to Mew was the play, because if he was Swords Dance and I clicked Draco Meteor was not doing anything to this Gallade because I was uninvested. It would not 2-hit KO when I was at -2. If I was at neutral, then I believe Draco entered -2, Draco would have killed, but not -2 into -4. And he could have SD twice, and if he SD twice, he would have killed my Mew from full. So the next comment might be, well, this is why you run a special Hydreigon. Funny enough, if I ran a special Hydreigon, a normal Scarf Hydreigon, Dark Pulse, Draco, etc. U-turn, that would have actually not worked out, because the damage that I had on Gallade, the only chip damage I had was U-turn from Hydreigon, which put it at 74, which was in range of 2 Dracos. Otherwise, he would not have been in range of 2 Dracos, and then, of course, we would have had the same kind of scenario. So, now obviously he didn't actually SD, but had he clicked SD as I clicked Draco Meteor, he would have immediately known he could take another one and then SD'd again. So I did not want to let that happen, so I knew going into my Mew was the play. If he clicked SD, I knocked him out with Ghostium Z, or I put him in range of Crunch, which is very important, but of course he crits me. So yeah, I definitely want to stand by that play. I couldn't switch any at this point. I couldn't do any kind of like switching out or anything because he always clicks knockoff here. He never has a reason to not click knockoff here. It kills Mew and it gets rid of the Scarf on Hydreigon. Now, of course, the only other play I could maybe see arguing was clicking Draco on the Gallade. I still think Draco was the play here as well because it gave me the higher chance to knock out the Gallade. If I crit, I knocked it out and I won. However, obviously, some might say, well, you had a better chance of just clicking Crunch because you get the defense drop potentially, and then be able to kill with second Crunch on after the Drain Punch. I didn't know he had Drain Punch. I couldn't risk him having Drain Punch versus close combat because close combat would have knocked me out from full no matter what, guaranteed. So I had to go with my best chance of what if I only get one shot at this. So I had to go with Draco here. So just a couple things that I want to talk about, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little thing. I will have more Draft League content coming. I have one video already recorded. It is going to be a Gen 8 League, and I'm really excited for it. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys when that comes out. Peace.